Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into a pretty intense situation involving Justice Ramachandran Nair. So, this case has a lot of layers, and it really raises questions about integrity in public service.
It's important to reflect on what's happening here and, how it impacts us all. Now, let's break it down. There's been this alleged fraud scheme that's caught a lot of attention. Apparently, there were promises of discounted scooters and laptops made to people. But, it turns out those were tied to some misuse of corporate social responsibility funds.
It just feels so messy, right? Justice Nair is the third accused in this whole scenario, and he's not alone. There are two other co-accused, Anandu Krishnan and Kayan Ananthakumar.
So, the accusations paint a picture of fund diversion by this NGO called Confederation, and it's like, whoa. There are claims that Nair was involved with the NGO, but he insists he's resigned from any role there.
It's a lot to unpack, and it makes you think about the trust we put in our public figures. Then, we have the fur details, which really spell out the seriousness of these allegations. It's just wild how things can spiral so quickly.
You know, when I first heard about this, I felt a mix of disbelief and frustration.
Like, how can someone in such a prominent position be involved in something so shady? It's like a punch to the gut, and I couldn't help but think about the broader implications for justice and accountability in our society. Now, on to Nair's response. He's firmly denying all the charges, claiming there are ulterior motives behind these allegations. You have to wonder, though, how much public perception weighs on him.
It's gotta be tough seeing your reputation take a hit, especially when you believe you're innocent. I mean, that feeling of being misunderstood. It's so painful, and it made me reflect on how we judge others without knowing the full story.
As for the ongoing investigation, it's still in progress. The police are looking into various locations tied to co-accused Krishnan, and it's crucial that they uphold due process.
Like, we can't skip over the importance of a fair investigation, right? It's about justice for everyone involved, not just a rush to conclusions.
So, where does that leave us? This case really forces us to think about the implications for justice and accountability. It's a reminder that integrity matters, not just for public figures, but for all of us.
We need to hold ourselves to high ethical standards, even in our everyday lives. It's like, if we want a better society, we've got to start within ourselves. But, let's take a moment to breathe and reflect.
Even in tough situations like this, there's a silver lining. We can learn the importance of transparency and the value of questioning the status quo.
It's a chance to be grateful for the systems in place that, despite their flaws, aim to hold people accountable. So if you felt something while listening to this, or if you have thoughts about the case or integrity in public service, I'd love to hear from you. Please like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let's keep this conversation going. It's so important to share our views and support one another as we navigate these complex issues. Thanks for tuning in, and let's keep striving for a more just world together.